ever felt weighed down by the mistakes from your past, replaying painful memories, or regretting the decisions you can't take back? Maybe a relationship ended badly and the regret still stings, or a career misstep that shook your confidence. For many of us, those past failures can feel like heavy anchors holding us back from fully embracing the present moment. As the saying goes, regret is an appalling waste of energy. You can't build on it. Yet the natural human tendency is to contemplate and be consumed by could, would, should thinking. I know this well from personal experience. A few years ago, I missed a promising job opportunity. I will always wonder what if about. I spent months torturing myself, getting stuck in a cycle of self-criticism over my regret. Like many people, I had formed harsh mental habits. As Dr. Christine describes in her research on self-compassion, I couldn't let go of the struggle against my human imperfections and shortcomings. My inner voice criticized me constantly. But at my lowest point, I realized something had to change. I lived in the past instead of opening myself up to new opportunities. As author Jill Blakeway shares, reliving the same self-punishing memories will keep you stuck in energy and scenarios you just don't want. That is when I discovered mindfulness and self-compassion as pathways to process my regret. I could start releasing those burdens by practicing awareness of the present moment and self-forgiveness. Now, I am a mindset coach, sharing my experiences and helping people overcome them. See, you have the power to rewrite your life story starting today without constantly getting bogged down by what has happened already. As the Persian poet Rumi said, "Raise your words, not your voice. It is the rain that grows flowers, not thunders." So, let us pour nurturing rain on your mindset together. You don't have to remain trapped by regrets any longer. An expansive future of growth and possibility awaits when you release the weight of the past. Hello and welcome to your channel Blossom Minds. I am Krishna, a mindset coach. If this topic resonates with you, I invite you to join me on the transformative journey. Over the next few minutes, I will share my experiences, a few powerful empowering mindset shifts and processes I have used to finally let go of the past regret and move forward with more inner peace and life satisfaction. Suppose this topic excites you, quickly like this video and stick on until the very end to ensure that every second you spend here adds to your valuable growth. Take notes and follow through till the end. Let's get started. Why do we cling to regrets? Have you thought about this? You are not alone if you are struggling with obsessively replaying past regrets repeatedly in your mind. It is part of being human to hold on to mistakes and missed opportunities. There are scientific reasons why we get stuck in those loops of remorse and self-criticism. As psychology research shows, regret is a deep emotional experience that taps into some of our core psychological needs. For one, regret serves as essential purpose. It allows us to re-evaluate past decisions and potentially correct course in the future. It tingles our ego, making us feel we are a good person who can learn and grow from errors. Regret also connects to fear. Our fear of making future mistakes, of being judged by others, of missing out or falling away. So we cling to regret as a form of punishment, penance for our mistakes. As Dr. Thomas Gilwich shares, there is an obsessive element of regret. It is like a cognitive itch. You can't stop scratching. We pick at the wound, indulge in counterfactual thinking about how things could have been. And letting go requires vulnerability, something many struggle. As researcher Dr. Dever shares, regret allows us to avoid feeling disappointment while maintaining self-worth. It is almost like a twisted mind game we play with ourselves. We would rather be in control of our pain, criticizing ourselves, then fully release and move forward with uncertainty. But here is the harsh truth. That negativity spiral that lashes us with regret and shames only leads to more suffering and inhibits personal growth. As Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron says, living is a form of not being sure, not knowing what next or how. The non-existence is whatever we have not experienced yet. So, while natural, This tendency to cling to regret keeps us from creating our best reality filled with possibility. It prevents us from being present and embracing life as it unfolds. The good news: you can interrupt those mental patterns and habits through self-awareness and intentional practices. Over the following few sections, I will share specific mindset shifts and step-by-step process for letting go. But first, we must fully understand why releasing regret is crucial for your emotional healing and personal growth. Because carrying immense self-judgment and rumination paralyzes you from moving forward. Now that we understand the psychological forces that causes us to cling to regret, it is time to reframe our entire perspective on the role of mistakes and perceived failures in our life story. This is where mindset coaching can be transformative. The first fundamental shift is realizing your life narrative is not set in stone. Yes, you heard me right. Just because you have experienced regrets or setbacks in the past does not mean they permanently define you. With the right mindset tools and strategies, you can rewrite new empowering chapters despite past struggles. As author J.K. Rowling shared in her Harvard's commencement speech, it is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Pause here. Think over this statement. It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. See, failure and mistakes are inevitable on the path of growth. Trying to avoid them entirely is unrealistic and robs you of living fully. Instead, reframe each mistake as a lesson, a stepping stone towards your evolution. With this mindset, you release the burdensome weight of regret. You realize you are the writer of your autobiography, able to compose new empowering chapters moving forward. The second critical shift is practicing radical self-compassion, which research shows can combat shame, rumination, and feeling of isolation. As Dr. Christine Neff explains, self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness during imperfect times. Yes, imperfect times. It means recognizing that being imperfect and making bad decisions is part of the shared human experience. We all fall short sometimes, and criticizing ourselves doesn't make us better people. So, instead of judging and blistering yourself over past mistakes, mentally start speaking to yourself with warmth, understanding, and encouragement. As you relax self-condemnation, space opens for greater wisdom about your motivations and personal growth. The third fundamental reframe is around the concept of gratitude. While it may seem counterintuitive when processing regret, thankfulness can be empowering. Let me explain this. The old saying goes, I am grateful for my struggles because without them, I wouldn't have stumbled across my strengths. Your failures unveiled resilience. Your mistakes catalyzed new learning and self-awareness you may not have accessed otherwise. By cultivating gratitude for how previous difficulties shaped you, it becomes easier to let go of regrets. You give respect to your entire lived experience, allowing integration, so you can move forward as a wiser, more compassionate version of yourself. In the words of Oprah Winfrey, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. This trio of mindset shift, rewriting your story, practicing self-compassion, and finding gratitude, makes that forgiveness possible. Feel free to connect if this catches your imagination, and I will guide you through the process. You will be amazed at the outcome and the experiences. Well, you have taken the first crucial step by watching this specific video and understanding why letting go of past regret is so vital for your emotional healing and personal growth. But knowledge alone isn't enough. You need a practical action plan to rewrite those deep-rooted mental habits of rumination and self-judgment. Guys, if you found value in this approach for releasing past regrets and cultivating more self-compassion, please make sure you like this video and share it with your near and dear ones who could benefit. This is the least we can do for our friends and family. Remember to subscribe to your channel so you never miss an update on living with more freedom, intentionality, and inner peace. In the next video, I will guide you through a transformative 4-step process to release the burdens of your past mistakes and perceived failures. You will learn powerful mindfulness techniques, self-compassion practices, and thought reframing exercises to shift your perspective dramatically. Imagine how liberated you will feel once you have broken free from the shackles of regret. No longer weighed down by would I should thinking. You will be able to embrace the present moment fully and move forward with a renewed sense of possibility. So stay tuned and get ready to rewrite your life story. Why continue carrying unnecessary baggage when you can travel lighter on your journey of growth and self-discovery? So the question is, what regrets have been holding you back from fully experiencing life's richness? Let me know in the comments below and let us discuss turning those past struggles into catalyst for transformation. I will see you in the next video with concrete steps to finally let go.